And welcome to the 2K25 Universe Mode. And I was about to introduce us to SmackDown, but kicking tonight's show off, it is Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa versus Gargano and Ciampa. And it seems the Gorillas Tonga Loa taking out Ciampa. And now Tama putting Gargano down in the dirt. This is the intensity we've come to see. Of course, DIY picked up a win over Gallus, which in last week's main event, Gallus was able to pull back. Tag made, Lower the legal man now. This is how the Gorillas of Destiny do it. Break down and isolate. Here we go now. The big back body drop from the duo. The Heart, Johnny Gargano, may not be able to just will his way out of this one, as he is isolated by two lethal murderers. And here we go, tag made now, and hang on a minute, Tama lines him up and Loa brings down the leg. And this is tag team warfare, an absolute dismantling of the status quo. And the Olympic Slam. And Johnny is down for the... down with the lights in. Tama taking on Ciampa on the outside. And Loa trying to take the attention of Johnny. And you could see Johnny having second thoughts about getting to the corner of the Gorillas, and that hesitation allowing Tama to burn through and hang on, Gator roll straight through, looking for the suplex. And here we go, Johnny with a chance to finally make the tag in. Wait a minute, Gargano with a leg drop guillotine through the bottom rope, and brave cover, and Tama gets that shoulder up a 1. And here we go, Tama Tonga. A swift but brutal breakdown of Johnny. We saw DIY suffer the consequences of divide and conquer last week. And here we go now, the face wash. And the back rake. Wait, Ciampa able to catch Lower, and it seems the Gorillas of Destiny walked into a trap from DIY this time. And here we go, Johnny locks him up for the... no, and here we go, Ciampa the legal man. He didn't get to see action last week with Mark and Wolfgang, keeping Johnny isolated for the duration. And here we go, racks him up for the big rig. Too brave, too early. Oh, well, Johnny out on his feet. And here we go now. The Gorillas trying to hound Gargano in the corner. But Johnny is still fighting true. And here we go, the shoulders driving Gargano. And wait. Lower taking on both men at once. And again, Tonga Loa just dragging Gargano off the mat. And tag made. What's the game here? And wait a minute, Gorilla Warfare. That move has put down so many in the past. And Johnny surviving, and the DDT and the Black Heart Tommaso Ciampa. Oh, wait a minute. Tama decided to get into the face of Tommaso Ciampa. And wait, what's the gameplay here? Tag made. Johnny goes low and Ciampa fires off with a drop kick. And here we go. This is what we've been needing from DIY. That fire. That spirit to run loose. Ah, well. Johnny catches Ciampa. Johnny catches Tama. Tag made, Lower back in. Spear from Lower. Wipes out Gargano. And here we go. Tongan driver. The surgically repaired neck of Tommaso could be a risk and no. And here we go, Lower. Using this as an opportunity. Honing in, punishing every move Ciampa makes. And oh no. Ciampa looking. And well, Ciampa allowing the Gorillas to back him up. And now the Gorillas of Destiny with a blank check. Tongan twist. And while Tama blocks him up for the cover. And Tommaso survives. Ciampa dragged back into the corner. And wait a minute, what's Tama thinking? And oh, Ciampa trying to flee the danger. And again, just racking Ciampa up, tag made. And here we go, Tongan twist with an extra touch. Adrian Butler runs to position, and that is the 3. And the Gorillas again reign supreme. I mean, DIY came in swinging despite the title attack by the champions, taking out their opponents before they even got to the ring. And just look at this, just the perfect decimation and takedown, and that beautiful boot. And then Ciampa and Gargano trying to rally. Tama almost had him locked there, and then the little Tongan driver to Ciampa attempting the cover, but Tommaso, through sheer force of will, would pick the shoulder up. After isolating them in the corner, the Tongan twist from Tama, almost enough. 1, 2, and a sharp kick out from Ciampa. But they racked him up. The assisted Tongan twist locked in the 3. And while these two men get to celebrate quite the healthy victory. But the question is, who steps in the ring with them for the Tag Team Championships at SummerSlam? Will it be DIY or will it be Gallus? Our Big E confronting Joe Coffey backstage. I'm glad we could catch up. I appreciate you wanted your own back on for 2, but last week you ruined the #1 contendership for your United States Championship. And with the pressure from above, I have no choice but to make SummerSlam a multi-man match. You will defend against both AJ Styles and Jacob for 2. And while Joe Coffey welcoming the challenge, good, I've said it before and I'll say it again, line up that whole locker room and I'll behead them all. Of course, Coffey caused the DQ in the contendership last week. Well, I'm glad you're up to the challenge, because being GM means I have to give people excitement. So there will also be a 4th man in the United States title match that I can't reveal at this time due to contractual reasons. Good luck, and well, it seems Joe Coffey will defend against AJ Styles, Jacob for 2, and an unknown signee at SummerSlam. The question is, who is the wild card? And will Joe Coffey truly be ready? Oh, well, the action, of course, as always, rolls on as it's confirmation. Joe Coffey versus AJ Styles versus Jacob for 2 versus a new signee for the United States Championship tomorrow night. Coming out now, it is the ever-hated Maverick, Logan Paul. I mean, we saw him make his arrival at Money in the Bank to assist The Rock in retaining the World Undisputed Championship in the Bloodline Rules contest. And while Paul and Solo have been quite heated on each other's throats the last few weeks ever since, but while Paul carrying big favour with Dwayne, and tonight he steps in the ring for the first time on his own. But I imagine somewhere Solo Sikoa is watching, seething at the fact that Logan Paul's the one with the opportunity to show himself before SummerSlam and not him. And well, here we go, Ashante the Adonis. He's a star indeed. Oh well, the man formerly of Hit Row, enjoying his moment. Ashante not had much luck in terms of victories or showcase, but I can only imagine he can make the crowd's night if he's able to put a sock in the mouth of Logan Paul. May not be the biggest, baddest competitor, but he is athletic. He is quick. And well, is almost moves as fast as he thinks. And well, Logan dropping back in the corner and Ashante ready. Adrian Butler dings the bell and Paul taking advantage of that moment. And here we go now, Logan starting his systematic breakdown. And look at that splash, but Ashante. You know, if there's anything Ashante can do, he can counter a good, fast-paced assault. And Logan Paul's shoulder up a 1. Big elbow. And now Paul just taking down Ashante. Realizing the pace needs to be slowed. A heavier pace favors his opponent and the German on the outside. And well, Logan leaving Ashante on the outside. That could have been a bit of a grave error. I mean, Paul clearly not taking the threat seriously here. And wait a minute, Logan on the apron. Went for that stand-in frog splash. And again, the pace picked up, but it favoured Ashante on the other side. And that is where Paul needs to start being careful. Needs to know when to rein it in, and whenever that pace is heightening, Ashante Theodonis is catching him out. Is catching him on the loose end, and again, Paul trying to pace him out. He's trying to fight him in his own game, and well, Ashante is catching him short. And well, even sometimes Ashante, knowing when to dial up the quickness, knowing when to hold him back is the killer. Logan Paul anticipated Ashante running into that clothesline, and Ashante waited him out, then in full short, and then capitalized. And well, Logan starting to lose grip here in the breakdowns. These sequences not quite coming together for him, and is simply setting up Ashante. Adonis has to be careful. He is left Paul in a dangerous spot, and we know Paul loves to let loose with the ropes. And wait a minute. Paul measures up the splash and connects. Slow to the cover, but pinfall. And a kick out of 2. And again, Logan just stomping the digits. And again, just the elbow through the heart. And while Logan Paul getting in the face of Ashante and not waiting for it, and reverse DDT. And we'll lock up now, and Adonis wrapped up in the corner. And wait, Paul just choking him on that top rope. Adrian Butler needs to step in now, and wait, Paul, buckshot, lariat, and the knockout punch. And while Logan taking his time before the pinfall. 1, 2, 3. And wait, that's Solo. Well, Solo taking out Ashante and wiping out Logan Paul, and we said he'd be furious, and it has just manifested. Solo reigning on Logan's parade as Solo accuses Logan of doing to him. And while Cody Rhodes backstage, CM Punk. See, I know you always want to spin this into the whole you against the world story, but the basic facts are, this is a test. See, you stand with the best chance to unravel the Rock's control over our brand, but I don't see that fire in you. I don't believe you have what it takes. Where were you when he came and took the title? Where were you when the Bloodline started taking over once more? See, I was giving it all to fight them off, and you didn't care until you had that briefcase. You only showed up for Priest to see if you could sneak in your shot. SummerSlam, bring the best in the world, because I need to see if you can kill the man that sent you into hiding for 7 years. I want a little bit of preview tag team action tonight, as Jade Cargill recruits a partner to take on the Unholy Union ahead of Isla Dawn and Jade Show-Off at SummerSlam. Will Cargill break the championship curse? Will she successfully defend the women's championship, which she took from Fallon Henley and Money in the Bank? Of course, Tiffany Stratton would win the title at Backlash, and then Clash of the Castle, dropping in a fatal 4-way to Fallon Henley. And then Henley would drop it to Cargill and Money in the Bank. Will SummerSlam bring yet another name to the lineage? Or will the championship set very kindly around the waist of the Goliath of the Juggernaut, Jade Cargill? But the question is as well, who has she recruited? Oh God. Maybe one of the most high interest signings. Stephanie Vaquer has landed on the blue brand. She has taken the world by storm. Held titles everywhere she touched. She won gold. And well, will the Midas touch extend to SmackDown? But tonight she is on the side of the women's champion. And well, I think a lot of people were expecting like maybe Bianca Belair, a member of the Big Three, Naomi, but no, Vaquer being pulled in as an unlikely ally. And here we go now. The Unholy Union. And of course, the production team are also in shock. Forgot to cue up the music for the broadcast. And while the Unholy Union, Fire and Dawn, are looking to set their mark. Isla Dawn took on, believe it was Elektra Lopez for the #1 contendership bid. No, it was Nikita Lyons, my mistake. And came out successful. And of course, ever since, Fire and Dawn have been looking to stand tall. And while this only continues tonight as the Unholy Union take on Cargill and Vaquer. And Adrian Butler rings the bell. Alba Fire twitching at the seams to get to get into this action, but Vaquer is not waiting very patiently and is taking the fight to fire. I mean, Stephanie Vaquer embodies that inner demon, that devil, and she displays it every time she steps in the ring. And while Vaquer wants the fight, wants the battle, and look at that. No tag for your friends. No escape for your allies. Tag back made now. Jade Cargill, the legal woman. And hang on a minute, Alba Fire able to get one over on the women's champion. And it was short-lived. And Alba straight into the clothesline as Cargill is mounting up a storm. And now is Cargill taking out Dawn, and I don't think the women's champion is looking to even get into it with the challenger. Oh wait, Stephanie locking up on the ground with her fire, but Vaquer just tilt a world backbreaker, and well, Alba Fire. Well, I thought Alba Fire was going to maybe at least try and make the reach to Isla Dawn, and Stephanie not allowing the tag. I mean, while Vaquer wasn't able to take either at the picture, it was enough just to distract long enough to prevent the tag being made. And while the forearm shot, Stephanie considering some moves, and you can see that she doubled back, considered going in for a kill shot, and wait a minute, Vaquer eat defeat. Looking for the cover. And well, Isla prevents the tag, and now Jade in. As well, Alba tries to get back to her feet. Vaquer and Cargill is not given a moment of breath to the unholy union, and well, it could end up with catastrophic consequences for Isla. Can you imagine having to just stand by and watch the woman you must face in just a night's time be taken down, introduced to the nether realm? Oh, wait a minute, tag made, Cargill. And again, before Fire could even consider the crawl, Vaquer was on top of her. I think Stephanie is looking to end it. And that has got to be the end. Well, that is the short and sweet symphony. Cargill and Vaquer dissected the unholy union, kept Alba Fire on her back, kept Isla out of the action, and well, Jade Cargill goes into SummerSlam looking like a tank, and Isla Dawn can only live with the fear of the images of what just went down in front of her own two eyes. What a contest. But as always, only one could walk away. And it just so happened that it was on this night that it would turn out to be Jade Cargill and Stephanie Vaquer. Just look at the action. Cargill, without a moment's hesitation, making sure Isla was at the picture. These unlikely alliances are starting to ring true through the brand and through the company as a whole. And well, after a glorious victory by Vaquer and Cargill, the second City Saint, with that Money in the Bank briefcase in hand, is ready for contest. And well, tonight CM Punk takes on Santos Escobar. And while CM Punk has quite the chip on his shoulder after the last few weeks, of course, earlier tonight we saw Cody Rhodes directly address Punk, questioning what was he doing when the bloodline was taking over. He was nowhere to be seen. He was looking out for himself. And that is what Cody has taken issue with. And I can only imagine Punk is ready. And he is very hungry to get his hands on Rhodes at SummerSlam. But first he must face that man right there. It is Santos Escobar. Because if Santos Escobar can rain on the parade of CM Punk, then that is exactly what we will see tonight. And of course, representing Legado del Fantasma. I mean, Santos Escobar hasn't had the cleanest run of things, but is certainly oh, never mind. I mean, of course, the prime target of this match is watching how CM Punk works, how he acts, how he decides to lash out, but... Oh, wait a minute, what's Punk thinking? Deadlift German suplex. Well, I mean, CM Punk, you don't want to get in the ring with him on a bad day. Well, on a good day. But this isn't just CM Punk. This is a CM Punk who feels like he is having to fight off everything and everyone. Cody Rhodes randomly coming back to specifically take him out because of his success with the Money in the Bank briefcase. Of course, Cody as well insinuating the only reason Punk attempted to help Priest was to see if he could slip in his shot with the briefcase in. Huge CM Punk chance breaking out here tonight. I think this contest could be short-lived, as Punk is just raising the bar, and oh no, Anaconda Vice is in. Punk's already done the work to the arms, and well, Santos taps out. And I think that is maybe the shortest match we've had so far. And well, a minute, Cody. And well, Punk not fraying down from the challenge as these two men stare off. And well, Chris Jericho. It's the eve of the Nueve becoming a 10-time world champion. See, Rock has no more soldiers in his army. So it'll just be me and you one-on-one. I'll teach you the lesson you never got. Chris Jericho always comes out on top. Of course, Rock and Jericho have quite the turmoiled past. And, well, tomorrow night, Jericho and Rock going one-on-one for the Undisputed Championship. See, tomorrow night will be my ultimate lesson in patience and timing. You will come out all guns blazing, then get complacent and give in to your need to show off to the people. And right then, in that moment, I will strike. I will take you clean out with just one Judas effect. Sleep tight, Dwayne. Bye! And while Jericho promising tomorrow night the ending of The Rock's era, as he will take just one Judas effect with timing and precision to become the 10-time world champion. And well, for the last time before we hit SummerSlam, it is the main, and wait a minute, we knew the main event. It was a 6-man tag, Bray Wyatt and 2 unknowns versus the Wyatt Sixen. Bray making the call for the Exalted One, the former Luke Harper, Brody Lee, is here on the blue brand, and he is joining forces with Brody, deeming himself the Exalted One, had his own little cult. And now he's back, and it seems it is in an attempt to expunge the power of the minds that once held him captive. And Brody Lee, maybe one of the greatest, one of the most slept on competitors, rising again. And well, we could be getting a little Wyatt reunion here with Rowan on the other one. Bray calling in the family members, the men who broke free of the grasp and proceeded to run on their own 2 feet. Braun Strowman, the former black sheep of the Wyatt clan, is also pulling up to the fight. Of course, Braun, one of the later additions to the family, but was proven to be quite the behemoth in that ring. And I mean, this man could take on 4 men on his own and walk out successful. And man, well, the one leading the cause will be in action, one-on-one with Uncle Howdy, as he makes his grand entrance. Of course, too, we saw Bray return to declare that he will atone for his sins, and it will end with what he started in the form of Uncle Howdy and the Wyatt Six. The following week, Bray stepped into the ring for the first time against Shinsuke Nakamura, following the contest where Eric Rowan would level Bray Wyatt. Howdy promised Bray his chance, promised to release him, but needed to pass 6-man action first. And there he is, the crowd on their feet. Uncle Howdy said Bray simply just replaced the mask he wears. He's not changed. He is still fundamentally the same man he always was. But now the gloves are off, and Uncle Howdy, as I imagine, sitting somewhere watching as Bray makes his slow recompense to the ring. And well, that's the team for Bray Wyatt. Brody Lee, Braun Strowman and Bray. Uncle Howdy wanted to fight him with the ghost of his past. Bray said, bring it on. And now, Howdy, encapsulating everything Bray once was. The cult leader, the monster, the things he wishes to leave behind. For this, we've seen once before when Rowan leveled Tommaso Ciampa and the shadows of the Six approaching. Uncle Howdy, Eric Rowan, Dexter Lumis, Joe Gacy, and Nikki Cross. Howdy, gathering with his family on the rampway, and here we go. What a mirror image of the past and the present. Howdy now leading into battle. The rocking chair in hand, the lantern in Howdy's grasp. And well, it'll be interesting to see how this shakes out. It will of course be Gacy, Lumis and Rowan stepping in the ropes tonight. Howdy and Cross watching on from the outside. And while taking his seat in the place that Bray used to. And well, this is officially underway as the Wyatt Six charge the ring, and oh my god. It is, of course, Rowan and Lee kicking it off. And while Lumis and Gacy watch on as the big men go to war. And here we go, Rowan leveling Brody. And talk about two men who know each other better on the back of their hands. That is Brody Lee and Eric Rowan. These two men, of course, teamed in the Wyatt family. Teamed in the Bludgeon Brothers. And now at war. And here we go, Lee making the tag to Bray. Double big back body droppers. While Bray tried to capitalize on the downed Eric Rowan, and well, Bray seemed a bit disillusioned that bit off his game. And the one big SOB, Braun Strowman could be the ace in the hole. And well, what's Bray thinking of here? Just getting wrapped up in the corner with Lumis, and Lumis breaking the grip. And what Bray said, he'll do what he has to do. And here we go, Braun. Oh, wait a minute, Strowman was ready to start unleashing. And well, Lumis just learned the price of trying to... Oh god. And well, Loomis creating a little bit of distance, and Braun Strowman now a one-man wrecking crew. Strowman takes out Eric. Takes out Gacy. And this man alone is enough to wipe anyone off the planet, never mind Triozen. Lee back in. Loomis looking to roll for cover. Wait a minute. Suckered in. 1, 2. And a deep kick out. Wait a minute. Brody. Just sinking his teeth into Rowan. Blinded by their past. And now Loomis gets to stand on top. Well, Brody Lee being thrown to the dogs. Well, Bray was just valiantly swinging in the corner of the 6th. Well, the back elbow. And here we go. Brody. No, 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 no. The face claw. But Braun coming in as a savior. Wait a minute. I mean the white 6 there. As Bray steps in there with his former protege. Well, you can see that Bray positioning himself between Gacy and Rowan. While Bray was looking to amp the pressure a little bit more. Big swing. Rowan had him in his grips. Well, once Rowan gets his hands around you, I think there's not much running you can do. You know, Rowan's a man who has looked for purpose everywhere he's been. Struggled with identity due to the things that he was put through by Bray. Well, Bray was trying to sucker him in. Rowan was too much. Joe Gacy, the legal man now. Well, Bray makes the leap. And here comes Brody Lee. Discus. Lariat. Just wiped the head. And here we go. Bray blinded by Gacy, but... And did you hear the noise of Strowman and Joe Gacy's heads colliding? Oh no, 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 no. It's a long way down. Pin fallen. Rowan there to make sure it doesn't see the light of day. Tag mate to Brody. Brody Lee with the discus. Tag mate to Bray. And wait a minute, flips out. Strowman hoisting him up. And again now tag out to Bray Wyatt. Oh God. And this is it, the trifecta. As the original Wyatt clan is in pieces. Strowman, Lee and Bray banding together. Sister Abigail. Good night, Gacy. And while the Wyatt Six faced with the ghosts of their past, leads to the victory. Got a question what Brody came in, wanted to make sure the thing that kept him locked up for so long was dismantled. Same for Braun Strowman. And while Bray's made it clear his entire goal is to rid the world of the Wyatt Six, and I think tonight was a good step along the way, but he still has to face Howdy. He still has to take on the man calling the shots. The man who revived the thing that died. And while Brody Lee coming in tow with Braun and Bray, it was the discus clothesline into the running power slam to set up a picture perfect Sister Abigail as Bray stalked his opponent from across the ring. Instantly rolled through like a predator, snapped up his prey and bam! The match written in the stars. The greatest minds in the form of Brody, Braun and Bray, celebrating once again like the old days for a bitter, sweet moment. We'll see you all at SummerSlam, but for now, good night.